the stream. Yeah. Golly. Okay. I hope this works. All right. So let me. All right. 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 We'll just keep it rocking and rolling. Keep it rocking and rolling. I'm gonna go back. Allow me to I gotta fix the thumbnail. Allow me to share this description. I'm gonna share my link to the guys in this, and then I'm gonna cut it off. Teddy, this is one cool channel. The good people. Just soon as he gets his audio going. Okay. Thank you, Brienne. All right, so I'm gonna cut this. I'm gonna cut this feed right here. Okay. There was absolutely no reason for that. You know what? I'm actually hot. It's kind of warm in here. Look, I'm gonna dress in front of you guys. It's hot. It's hot in here. It's Christmas time, and I'm burning up. Okay, let me go back to the other one. All right, so this is finished. This stream is done, and so we have a new stream, Boxing Day repairs. So what I 70 degrees here today. That's right. Yay! Oh my gosh. Yes. 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 And the funny thing about it, Brienne, this setup is the one that gave me the most trouble. And the only reason my audio a couple of weeks ago gave me trouble was because the battery was low. This battery is full. I've had no trouble with this phone before. The mic wasn't muted. I don't know. Okay, I have no clue. So anyway, we keep trucking along and nothing stopped you, and that's it. And that's the attitude. Believe it or not, that was today's thing I was going to focus on. But I wanted to talk about Boxing Day. Some people don't know what Boxing Day is, and I never really celebrated. I just knew that in the Caribbean, it's because of England, they celebrated Boxing Day, and they were saying that what it is that people got the day off after Christmas, because a lot of the tradesmen were expected to work. I think this camera is slanted a little bit. The tradesmen were expected to work on Christmas Day, like to deliver milk, deliver mail, and stuff like that. And then the day after, they got the day off, and then they were given boxes. And they said that prior to that was a church tradition to put a box out to collect contributions for the needy. So I was talking about Boxing Day, so that's what all that stuff was about. so I was going to try something today. There was a guy. Let me now give him credit again for his what's his name? Is hold on, give me a second. The guy is Kirby Enthusiast. That's the channel, and I was giving credit to him because I'm going to be trying one of his polishing techniques that. Let me just put it in this chat right here. Beast, who's this? Beastmaster. Okay, well, I mean, hey. All right, we'll work with that. I like them all. However you sling them. You know what I have? I have a golf club, right? Okay. And just sling it, and then you can receive it. or you can sling it. Believe it or not. Actually, you know what? I'm so glad that was a cool little. That was cool. Oh no 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 no. These are vacuum parts and everything else. But I'm gonna try something today. I'm gonna try an experiment. I'm gonna see if it works for science, Brienne. For science. I hope your Christmas was great. I hope everybody's Christmas was positive. The Kirby enthusiast guy, he's out of England. He showed a way to polish these metals. Now, I normally don't do it the way he does it, and I'm saying, man, can I at least try it and get some kind of result? Okay, I'm gonna give it a shot. Okay, so I think I used up just about almost all my gloves. Okay, I think I did. I just threw one down, but I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna see if this thing works. I wanted to respond to a couple of comments first, and then get into it. But maybe I can reuse this glove here. All right, maybe I can reuse this glove. Let me switch scenes so you can see what I'm going to be working on, and do some questions. Brienne, yeah, for science. Really? Well, see, that's the thing. What he did, Brienne, is he used Brillo, right? And I was like, I didn't want to scratch up the metal, so I never thought that was a good way. And the way he demonstrated it, I was like, damn, man, the way he demonstrated it was just great. Um, so I want to try it. Okay. If anybody haven't subscribed yet, if you haven't hit like and subscribe. I mean, you help us out. You know how these things go. You help us out with these little tiny channels. You got all these big channels, and those guys have 1,000,000 views and 1,000,000 likes. So, the small guys, you get a couple of hundred here and there, and we grow. We grow nice and slow with nice committed people like Brienne and Dave. Brienne, by the way, Dave is going through some technical difficulties with his phone, so he told me to just kind of, he'll be here in spirit, okay? He'll be here in spirit. All right, someone's gonna be bringing a machine in right now, guys. So just allow me to sign them up real quick, and I'll be right back. Let me put on a little bit of whole music here. Give me a second, guys. Sorry about this, but like Dave said, I got to tend to business.
Hello. Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good. I was just working on one of these sharks.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm already in the shark hunt.
Fantastic. We love that.
Actually, it's right there.
Oh, yep.
So,
Sure do.
So what's happening? What's going on?
It starts with partial.
This one right here has the same problem. Brush is not rolling. Same gradient. Is that right? Yeah. So let me do this. Let me get you all your information. I'll write it up and I'll figure out what's going on, and I'll get it back to you shortly. Okay?
That'd be great.
Hopefully next week.
Yeah, that'd be
Hopefully. All right. Let me get a pen here.
great. We also have a hole in the hose in the back at the connection at the base.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Sorry.
No, you're fine. You can help us with that. That'd be great. But we need it to be cost effective because this thing's like, I don't know, 10 plus years old. So if it's going to be the last give us a head up, that'd be great.
Don't worry. How's this? I'll let you know up front what our minimum repairs are.
Yeah.
Right here.
Okay.
And so sometimes it gets below this
Yeah.
if it's just a minor thing.
Yeah.
But I'll do what I can. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't
Just
you worry.
give me an idea. 'Cause
Yeah.
if we're talking more than this,
Yeah.
like I just don't know
Yeah.
the faster.
Don't you worry. Okay. What's the what's the name?
Medical anything LIN.
And what's the phone?
794 1488.
So we have lower and yeah. Well, I mean that was gonna be hanging out down there. That's what it was. Yeah, I mean it's rushing it. Okay.
Yeah.
I might be able to get you a hose that's a little stronger. That's gonna be what I'm focusing on. Because this happens all the time.
Yeah.
That's the way the hose is designed. So.
Yeah. So we replaced this one. So we haven't took it all apart.
Okay.
It doesn't,
The base, we cleaned it up, and all that, on the hair.
it doesn't look like it's the belt, right?
Okay.
It said we did some recon work.
No, there's a circuit board down there where that green light only comes on.
Yes,
Sometimes that's part of the issue. Sometimes the micro switch down there.
yes,
And then sometimes it's a brush motor.
okay,
I just have to figure out which one.
yeah. It's like the button's not staying on. Make it fun.
Or the power, yeah, because there's a power switch next to that. Yeah, two power. So
We'll leave,
either way.
we'll leave it to your expertise.
Yeah, I get it. You guys don't worry.
Yeah, we're not, thank you. We've heard
Yeah,
great things.
Oh, you know, yeah.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
yes, Rocky, right? Rocky's folks told us about him.
Okay.
Yes.
So,
Yeah,
yeah,
Rock's Appliance.
yeah,
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah.
have their card over here. Well, thank you.
yeah.
I'll take care of this.
Okay, great. Thank
All
you
right.
very much.
Yes,
Appreciate
yes.
it.
And if for some reason if it's gonna go into the new year, I'll let you know.
Would you? That'd be great. I don't think I can wait that long, but you guys do you. So,
I'll get on this right away.
all right, cool. Thank you, sir.
All right, guys.
All right. Take care.
All right, take care.
Okay.
Okay. I have a kind of a rapid fire I have to do on that one there for these nice folks. So we might get into that right after that. Okay, but let me get into this, folks. Thanks for hanging on. Okay, here we go. Let me just clean this up real quick. I'm gonna try this. Where am I? Let me get this camera. Let me see. Bring it down here. There we go. There we go. Let's do this. Okay, good. So I'm gonna try to just clean off the regular stuff. Just clean it off, right? And then he had a steel wool that he was using. Now I use Flitz, but you can also use aluminum stuff. And honestly, pans, pots, or whatever. Who knows what you can do with this? You can try for to do anything that you're going to shine around the house. Okay, there's a whole lot of options. All right, but I just want to give this a try. So what he did, which I don't have, guys, I don't have the steel wool. I went to the closest Dollar General I had in my shop, and they happened to not. They sold out of steel wool. I don't know if this is going to be as good, the scarving pad, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Okay, so I'm gonna use this little aluminum thing here. I'm gonna finish it off with my normal Flitz. All right, and let's give it a try. Let's see if it works the way it's supposed to. So all he did, okay, he started this way. You still with me, Bran? Let me click back up here. I can't see anything. Bran says, "Make that money," right? All right, let's give it a try. Okay, let's see if this thing works. Because I was always afraid of scratching it. But the thing is, when I use my buffer, I'm buffing out the scratches anyway. So let me just see if this works the way he did it. And he just got all over everything. Okay. Here we go. Hey, Brianne, you weren't here the other day. We had some Family Feud questions. I'm going to throw one at you. Let me see if I can throw one at you. It was like the top 5 answers are on the board. Name something people. Okay, here we go. So, Brianne, I'm going to give you. This is not the quite riddle, but it's going to be a Family Feud style questioning. Bri, I think you'll like this. Okay, here we go. Paste. All right, and boom, hit you with that one. Yeah, so I hope everything goes well with David, Brianne. All right, so the question is, name something that people ignore until it completely breaks. Name something that people ignore until it completely breaks. Come on. I love your humor. I love your humor, Bree. Yeah, I guess so. All right, that's one. All right, so now I'm gonna wipe it off. Gosh, my camera feels so backwards. I'm gonna wipe it off with this. All right. So let's see. Part one. Let's see. 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 So this is not the Brillo that he used. Brillo. This is not the steel wool that he used. Okay. I used a scurrying pad, but I've never intentionally used a scurrying pad on it. I've always either just buffed it outright, okay, or used the sand paper, the sander to which is really, if you think about it, it's the same thing. I'm still scratching it up a little bit, but I never thought that this would be the thing to do to actually be the finisher. You know, like, you know what I mean? Because I thought it was gonna just have all kind of scratches in it. You know. Okay, so let me finish it off with the flitz and see what it looked like. You know, it looks decent. I mean, this would be a decent way for someone to maintain it, you know, without the real big, heavy polishing work. All right, so let me try the flitz because this is really the Kirby recommended. I buy these from Kirby. All right, so I'm gonna use this here now. I think I think he went back to this again. So I'm gonna try it again. I may have to watch this video again, but let's try it. So he says, "Mom, let me see. I'm not working." No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I think that's probably the number one answer. Leak and sink, strange noise in the car. Okay, and so let me put the top. Let me put the top five answers, and believe it or not, I think you're right there. Bree. I mean, you. I think you're right there. Let me copy the answers, and I'm gonna post the answers for you. And watch this. I'm gonna drop the. Let me see. Let me drop them for you so you can see. You're right there, Rick. You would have. I think you would have won. You would have won. Okay. Oh man, I gotta space them out. Hold on. I gotta space them out. Space. Space. Hold on. Space. So you can see space and space. Okay. I think I should have all the answers there. So the answers were vacuum cleaner, car, relationships, which is mom, but I guess they meant relationships in general, and appliances. I think you wrote refrigerator and you wrote leak and sink, which, shoot, I'm dealing with that at the shop right now. Okay, so let's see. Let's see what this thing looks like. Okay, so you know what it doesn't have? It doesn't have the gloss, right? It doesn't have the gloss. It has the clean metal. That's what it has. Okay, it just don't have the gloss. I'm gonna show you what I mean by the gloss. Okay, I'm gonna show you the difference. Now, I like this though. Believe it or not, I like this because I think this is a great prep. Okay, if I was just selling a machine online or something and I wasn't really, let me get a cloth because a cloth does a better polishing job than this paper towel I'm using. But But if I was just selling this machine, this is acceptable. Okay, but there is a difference between the gloss that I'm used to getting, right, than what I see here. Okay, I'm gonna show you what I mean. Give me 1 second. Let me get my. I want to get my drill with the. I want to get my drill. See, I normally would use something like this. See, this is what I normally would use. And see, so what's a good spot to do? I'm just gonna do a half of this. I'll do a half to show you what I'm talking about. Okay, all right. And I'm not even gonna put any. I'm not gonna put any solution on this, any material. I just want to use the buffing action. Okay, all right. See, so that's really, and I didn't put any, what do you call that? I didn't put any compound on it. I'm just gonna wipe it. Just gonna wipe it off so you can see it. I didn't put any compound on it, but there's a difference in the way I'm used to the shine, right? And that, but this is definitely acceptable. So just think about it. How's that? Cool? All right. So now I'm going to answer a couple of questions on the chat, and then I got to find out why this head is not turning. Okay, because I had two. It's funny enough. I have two sharks with the same problem. I think I have two different causes though, but they both, believe it or not, they both have the exact same problem. The brush rolls are not turning. The vacuums worked. Brush rolls not turning. I'm going to have to give me a second, guys. Pause again. Hello, how are you? Man, I'm great. How you doing? Give me 1 second. Let me answer this call here. Okay? Give me a second. When we're vacuums, I can help. Yes. Yes. Your destination yes, we do. You can come. No, sir. Yeah. Wow. Right. Yeah, I'll be here till 2 today, and same thing tomorrow. I'll be here till 2 tomorrow. We'll be back to regular schedule after the holidays. Okay. Yeah, bring everything in, even the charger, because I want to make sure it's still charged. Okay. Well, if not, well, what you can do is charge it before you come. How's that? That'll help me. Okay, no problem. Yes, sir. Hey, thanks for being so patient, man. How can I help? No worries at all. I must have bought more belts here than anything else. Okay. I get from that. That was a free day. I'm looking for a license plate. Oh, no problem, man. I'll help you out. Come on. I'll help you out. No. It led me to the middle of a road one day to tell me you arrived. Take care. All right, guys. I'm back. All right, let me answer these questions. Let me see what Brianna is talking about today. What we got cooking at, girl? All right. Gloss is created, then there's a smooth surface that reflects. Right. Extra parts will absorb that light. Yeah. Bree, God, you know it like that, girl? You good like that? Bree. Wow, Brian. Hey, compared to you, Brian, I'm winging it. Holy cow. You got it like that. Brianne's like, yeah, let me explain the science behind this, Wayne. Okay, so I'm going to answer, I'm going to look at a couple of questions that people may have had regarding any vacuums. We're going to be, I'm trying to kind of move through this, guys, today. My mom is at the shop with me, kind of sitting in while I'm working here, visiting for Christmas. Okay, let's see. Allow me to share my screen with you guys. And that's the only thing I can't do when we're on the, what do you call it? When I'm on the cell phone, I can't share screens and stuff like that. I will have to turn the whole phone around so you can see what I'm doing. So it makes it a little bit more convenient that I can actually share the screens, all right? Let's see what we got cooking here. Studio. Is this the one? Yeah, that's the one. All right. Let's do this here, and I'm gonna do that there, and I will do this here. All right. Transition. See what we got. Boom. Okay. This person says, "Thanks for the video. You saved me a lot of frustration." Well, this is about the Bissell liftoff. I'm so happy that I was able to help. All right, for this person. Let me make sure that I'm getting all of them. Okay, let's make sure I'm getting all of them. This says I have a brand new one of these, and doesn't spray. I think I helped this person. I answered their question. I have a brand new one of these, and it doesn't spray out on the floor, and sprays the one perfectly. Any idea of what it could be? Okay, so what could be wrong? All right, now I told him that it was a solenoid, possibly clogged jets. Okay, he says I take it that the solenoid are faulty on these models, right? Do you have a link to the one you installed in this model? Okay, yeah. Actually, I do have a link. Let me do this. Let's go to MonroeVacuums.com. Okay, let's give it MonroeVacuums.com, and I will pull up solenoid. Okay, and I'll copy and paste this link. Okay, and this way. Where's the solenoid at? No, not this one. Oh my God. Nope. This solenoid here is for the. This solenoid here is for the Bissell. What do you call it? Big green machine. Okay, and this is our thank you for supporting. This is the support link. Actually, if anybody would like to support the channel, feel free. Let me do this. Let me copy this here. I'm gonna copy this one and paste it in my in the chat stuff. I can't even find it now. I'll do it later. Okay. And then let me get him my solenoid thing for Bissell. I'll send it to him. I'll make sure he gets it. I don't want to take the time and go through all this stuff right now. Okay, and anybody else? That was Dave. Dave was like, "Hey man, I enjoy your time with your mom." Dave, thank you, man. Dave said to enjoy time with your mom and time well spent. He is absolutely right. It's time well spent. Okay, and what else? And this other person, Ms. Lopez, says, Julie Lopez, how do you get that nozzle part off? And I told her to just remove the screws. This is a lift off. The lift off have screws at the bottom. When you take off the big top, the big lift off top, okay, there's some screws at the bottom that hold in that nozzle, and you just lift that up, and you're able to clean underneath. They're two. What do you call it? They're two windows there are two windows, right? And you just, you know what? Let me do this. Let me do this. Lift off nozzle. Bissell lift off nozzle. Oh, sure. I didn't press. I didn't press. This is not. Yeah. Let me go. Bissell lift off nozzle L. Let's change that to an L. Press the semicolon by accident. All right. Bissell lift off. Where are you, buddy? Do I have to say Bissell lift off shampoo? Are you kidding me? Okay. How about this? This here. You see right here? Hold on. Boom. All right. Right. Oh my gosh. Open in another link. Open image. Can I? Let's do this. Open image in the in a new link. Open image in a new link. All right. Open the image in a new link. How about in a new tab? All right. Maybe you could see that alone. All right. Great. Allow me to do this. Let me make a little bit of adjustment on that image. Okay, and let's see if I can get you guys a close up of that same image. I want you to see it a little closer because, all right. Okay, so right here, where it says the 12 and everything else, if you lift up the main body, there's a little step pedal on the side. You step on the pedal, the body comes up. There's going to be a screw back here, and then two screws on the sides. And if you do that, you'll be able to just take it off and clean it. And then you can even take off this very front portion here, okay? And then you can clean that out, hose it out, or whatever you have to do to clean it. So that's really all it is, all right? I think that should take care of it for that. Hopefully, I'm able to help this person, and they can get the help they need. Okay, cool. All right, and that's it. So now let me take a look at this. I'm going to be done in a second. All right, this is a short day for me today, guys. I'm just going to be hanging out with mom and doing some other, going around town and stuff like that, and then. After the holidays, I'm back on the grind. Okay, all right. Okay, so let's do the big one. Let's do this big one here. Okay, let's do the big one, and I'm gonna do a diagnostic. If I find the solution, the problem, man, everybody wins. If not, I can at least show you how to diagnose the problem. Okay, if we don't find a fix today. All right. Okay, where's I'm trying to find my live again. We're trying to find you, Brianne. I can't find you right now. Give me a second. I want to see what's happening here. Where are you? Where you, girl? Bam, there she is. Ooh, who's that? Larry Holmes. Okay, who's saying what's up today? Larry, how do you repair a carpet cleaner when they're not sucking up water? But the brush is working. And there's a little leak on the floor. Okay, what kind it is? If you tell me what kind it is, Larry, okay, I'll be able to help you from there. What happened? Did I freeze, guys? Guys, did I freeze? It's a Hoover, Larry? Okay. No. I just noticed that my thing wasn't moving, so I was wondering if I froze there a second. All right, Larry, it's a Hoover, huh? All right. Well, Larry, let me do this. Let's pull up. Let's use the, what do you call that? Let's use a shared browser, and we can try to find that Hoover. Let's try to find that Hoover you're looking for. Okay. Let's try to find the Hoover you're looking for. That you were talking about. So this way, I can probably properly walk you through this thing. Okay. So let's see. We have Hoover Power Scrub. What do we have? We have Hoover Spin Scrub, right? Let's see what we got. All right, I'm gonna transition over, and Larry, if you can tell me which Hoover it is, we can find it, which one it looks like. We can kind of zero in on it. What do you think? Okay, Beastmaster. Thank you, man. Beastmaster. So Larry said it was a Hoover. Okay. Um, Let me see what I have here. Okay, so we have Hoover Papa. Okay, this is what. Okay, how about this, man? Let me give you a general understanding of the Hoover, and then maybe that'll work. Okay, this way we don't hold. I don't hold you up any longer. Okay, I'm gonna give you a very general understanding of the Hoover, and maybe that'll help. Fair enough. Okay. All right. Okay, so I think what Larry said was the brush. You said the brushes are turning, right? But it's not sucking out. Okay. Okay. Think about it like this. Think about it like this. I'm gonna use my little drawing pad again. Think about it like this, Larry. Where's my drawing stuff? All right. This is gonna be cool. I hope. I hope this is gonna be cool. Let's just do the overhead. I don't need Okay, let's see if I can do it this way. All right, and then allow me to get my. Sorry for the delay, guy. I'm just trying to get my brain in orders. Yes, the brush is working. Okay. So if it's a there's a few things that will make this work. Okay. In the front of a Hoover, most Hoovers, you're gonna have a section of it that has a filter. Okay, there's a filter. Damn, you can't even see it. Don't worry about that. You have a filter that's in the very front that would allow you to allow air to come in, and if that filter is clogged, then you may have a problem there. But that mostly only affects the brushes turning because it allows air to get sucked in, and then the fan works to help turns the brushes. But that does affect the motor and the strain. So just check that filter in the front. It's right next to the nozzle. Okay, right next to the window nozzle. The next thing you would have to check is the seal of your water tank, the dirty water tank. You want to make sure that the back is clipped in properly. Okay, and so what you can do is get like a plastic bag, and let me use what can I use as an illustration for this? Okay, so let's say this thing here is the seal, the seal for your shampoo. Put a plastic around it like this, and see if it gets sucked in and is held here. Turn it on, of course. So the motor is doing its job, and if it feels like it's sucked in, then you have a gap around here, and the air is escaping there. Okay. Okay, so one, check the filter, make sure there's no thing. Check the internal filter, make sure that's not clogged up with here, the internal filter. Okay. Check the seal. That's number 2. Number 3 is check your window to make sure also there's no gunk in here blocking the passage. Okay. And then number 4, I would check the gasket that sits right below the tank. I've got to have a tank here somewhere. And it's not one of these Hoovers, right? Because if it's one of these, at least it's in front of me. I can demonstrate it right away if it's one of these Hoovers. So you let me know that. But if it's a spin scrub, I don't have a spin scrub in front of me. I just have to kind of visualize it with you. Let me see a tank. Give me a second, guys. Let me double check, see if I have a tank back here. Not flying in a tank. Well, you know what? I have a tank of sorts. This is close. This is close. This is a Hoover tank. It may not be your Hoover tank, but it's a Hoover tank. Okay. So in a Hoover tank, it's probably not the same, but similar. In a Hoover tank, you have this section here where it's connecting to the gasket right over where the motor suction is happening. Wow, right? And if this gasket has a gap, then the air is escaping. If the gasket is missing, it's normally a rubber gasket of sorts. And if that gasket is missing, right, all the suction, it'll be a rubber. Like let's use this, right? So let's say it sits like this, and if that rubber is gone, then there's a space between where it's supposed to be and that. So you have to double check that, okay? That thing I was telling you about is just double check the seal around the sides here. Okay, make sure that this is properly sealed. And the other filter I said is inside is a floater. And this floater here can cut off the suction. If it's all the way up like this, it'll cut off your suction. And the only reason this floater should be all the way up is if water is rising in your tank and it pushes the floater up, and then it goes, and it shuts the suction off because there's too much water in your tank and it's trying to stop water from going inside of your machine. All right, guys, give me 1 second. Hey, man, how's it going?
Pretty good.
Come on over. You just called me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got it all. The charging thing, I can take it out of the thing.
Oh, fantastic.
But-
You did great.
So. There we go.
Interesting.
Says air blockage.
You got a puzzle for me.
Well, it says air blockage. So you
Yeah.
take this apart.
and check that.
Yeah, it was this.
Everything
I
was good.
cleaned all that off.
Alright.
But then if you watch the YouTube videos or whatever,
Yeah.
it says you check it further in.
Okay.
But I know this needs to be replaced. I know that's if you want.
Yeah.
It's one thing that, yeah, I know it needs to be replaced.
All right.
But it's a puzzle for me too.
Yeah. Okay.
See, I'm a mechanic at Trek, so
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know if it can be broke by man and it can be fixed by man.
That's true.
And
If
I'm
it's
just,
broke by man, it can be fixed by man. I love that.
and it's just, that you have to take it apart, and I'm like,
That's all right.
I don't know if you've ever had these apart.
Yeah, I have, and it's yeah.
It's tedious.
Yeah. But you know what? I give you guys a lot of respect, man. My neighbor, he has a shop, man. I would go by visit, and I'll see all the engine parts all over the
Oh,
place.
yeah.
And I'm like, dude, how you gonna put this back together, man?
I can do it.
See, so I'm just like, I'm baffled, man.
Oh, yeah.
So, hey, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, do me a favor. Just write your name and you write your phone number right below it, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. This is all right. I'm ready for this. Thanks for giving this one to me. Stretch my brain a little bit. Okay. Yeah. All right. So let me see. Dyson. Write this down. Dyson. All right, Dyson. All right. Stick.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a big career. I have another Dyson Animal. I have a big, floor one.
All right. Oh, okay.
So it's not like this is my primary one. The other one's the heavy, the heavy Dyson Animal.
Yeah. But you like this guy?
Yeah, I have one of those,
Yeah.
I have
Right.
one of the big ones.
Okay.
But yeah, I like this one. This one works great. But this right here is just, I don't know.
And it just started?
It started about a month ago or whatever, and I tried to clean the filters and everything, tried to buy a filter. And my kid's like, "What got it working?" I'm like, "You didn't get it working." So,
No problem.
but and here's the cord if you need a charge.
Yes, no problem. And let me make a note of that too for myself. That cord.
Well, if you don't need it, I'll take it back. It's whatever you want to do.
Well, as long as it's fully charged, man, I'm.
You tell me, I don't care. You guys don't.
You know what? Yeah, because I'm gonna keep testing it. I'm gonna make sure. Yeah. So
It's weird. I mean, now if you put it on boost mode, it'll work a lot. But if you put it on regular, that's where.
right. I had a problem with a machine like that, and where boost and me and the meter
Yeah.
it was working. The moment I dropped it, it's
See, I didn't know this thing had those 3 features until I started researching it.
Yeah.
We just turn it on, it goes on the regular, was it the regular one?
Like midway.
Midway or what?
Right, right.
So I don't, but, what is your diagnostic?
Drops on. It's mostly half of
Okay.
like minimum.
Okay.
It's like a minimum repair. If we have to kind of buy stuff and go into like
Okay.
stuff, it's probably around there. But half of this is normally what the diagnostic is. Okay.
Okay.
All right, but I'll get to you, man. I'm on it. I'm confident. How's
Hey,
that?
I'm not worried about it. Just give me a call.
I'll give you a
go
call.
back and work on the 6th.
Okay, no problem. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thanks.
You take care. All right, Bree. I'm almost done, but I got one more family feud for you. So for this gentleman here, I hope I was able to at least kind of lead you down the path. Okay, so because if suction is really just it. It's motor. Okay, motor. Is anything obstructing the motor? The suction for the motor? Is anything escaping? Okay. Are there any cracks along the nozzle? So you will use that little plastic thing. The reason I use plastic is because plastic is not porous. So if there's any air pulling, it's gonna suck it in. It's gonna like immediately the plastic is gonna just get yanked in. That's why I like plastic for suction tests. Okay. Let me see something. Let me see something. Let me see something. Let me give this a crack right here. Let me see if I can. Let's see if that'll work. That might work. Okay. That might work. Let me plug this in. Right, it's plugged in. Turn it on. Okay, see? Okay, I'm gonna show you what just happened, all right? Let me see if you can see it. Okay, so I try to open this up, to leave it open. Actually, you know what, let me put something in it, because it pulled it in right away. I'm a wedge it so it stays open. I'm gonna turn this on. And you see how it's stuck there? Now this has a belt on it, so it's a little heavy, but just a regular plastic with nothing, you should feel it like a plastic bag. Okay? It'll stick. Okay? Now the moment if there's no leak, it shouldn't be able to stay. You see what I'm saying? All right. So that's why I use plastic. So if there's any crack, the plastic will find it, and you'll be able to solve your problem, and well, at least figure out where the problem is. Okay, that's one. So hopefully that helped, man. If you have any further question, if I'm not clear, just let me know in the chat, and I'll try to make it better. Okay. All right. Let me see. Larry, what did you say about the gasket? I replaced all that. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So I'm in North Carolina. Yeah. In Monroe. Okay. If you go to MonroeVacuums.com, you'll see all the address and phone numbers and all that stuff. Okay, you said also, I'm sorry that the water won't pump out. Wow. Man, look, you know what you need to do? Get me the model number. And I may cover it, even if I just cover it tomorrow or something. But send me the model number for that unit, because you have a lot going on with that. Okay, so the model number is normally located in the back or beneath. Okay, in the back or beneath, you should find the model number. All right. Okay. Quickly, let me get a quick assessment on this one before I log off, and we'll go from here. Okay. All right. Let me see. Okay, so immediately on this unit here, there's no the green light is not coming on the brush at the bottom. That's the first. That's my first. That's my first thing that I noticed. Okay, let's do it again. Okay, let's move all this stuff out the way. The first thing I noticed, guys, the moment I turned it on, okay, is that the green light here, there's a green light supposed to come on right here. Okay, this little window right there. Okay, see it? And so that's enough for me. The green light is on up here, meaning that the power button for the brush roll is receiving is power. So I don't think the power button is the problem. Okay, but I'm not getting any green light, right? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this thing off. Okay, and there's a couple of things I can figure out, but here's a quick, easy thing I'm gonna test for. Watch this. It's only because I have one in the shop. That's the only reason. Watch this. Okay. So for anyone that has a friend, or if you have a second one at the house, like this, or any machine for that matter, if you have a duplicate or a friend, like you went with your friend and they bought one, you could do this for any machine. Swap out parts to see. Like, let's say you have a Bissell and you think your tank might be the problem, right? And you have a sister or a brother or neighbor have the same tank. Just find out what kind of shampoo you had. You have a Bissell like me, right? You went the same time, or a brother sent us the same machine or whatever. Just say, can I borrow your tank? You know, or can I borrow your vacuum? Can I borrow the head? Can I test something? And so in this case, what I'm gonna do, you see this? Same one, professional, but it's this blue, right? All right. So what I can do, I know that this works because I use it at the office. Okay. All right. Hold on, Brand. I can't see you right now. Hold on, you see me. I'm gonna bring it up here. I'm gonna bring it back up top, man, because doing it down here, I'm mixing up everything. So I'm gonna just do it up here. So I'll if you see me, I'll just glance up top. The model FH. The model is FH 2050. 5020. Let me see. 20. What am I doing? 50250. All right, let me see that one. Give me a second before I continue. All right, because we're here to help you guys. All right, and I will stop this here to help you. Okay, 5020. Let me do that again. FH spin scrub. Yeah. Okay. 5025050. Yeah. Okay. Spring scrub relief images. All right. Okay. Wow. Okay. So you got a couple things going on. For the spraying issue, okay, you want to tackle that first because I mean, unless you're using it as to just pick up spills, okay, shampoo is no good if it's not spraying the water out so you can shampoo it. Unless you're the person that kind of sprays. Some people like to spray their carpet with like misters and pumps, those pumps they buy for the yard, and they'll spray the carpet, and then they'll use a shampoo just for the brush action and the suction. So some people don't apply shampoo solution through their tank. That's just another way that a lot of guys do that people don't even think about. Okay. But unless you're doing it that way, you need the spray action. So we want to tackle that first. When you squeeze the trigger, okay, on a shampooer, let me see if I have one here. When I mean have one, I mean a handle similar. Okay. When you squeeze the trigger, I don't. Give me a second. I'm sorry that I have to go through all these, but explanation is best if you do it properly. So let me explain it properly, okay? Here you go. I have a handle similar to your handle, okay? Similar to your handle. All right, let me do this here. Okay. Inside your, you see that action right there? Okay, what that's doing is it's pushing down on something called a reservoir. The reservoir is what your water tank sits on. Okay, and it sits there, and the water, the moment it sits, the water is escaping out the tank, right? And it waits. It's waiting there partly. The reason I say partly because there are two lines. One line is for the hose. Okay, so that water is going to come down. The hose cleaner, that water is going to come down and wait at the bottom until you connect your hose. But the water for the floor is going to wait in the reservoir up top until you press this, and that releases the water, the dam. Something in that process is not doing its job, okay? Something in that process. The other part is, if that is doing its job, the water travels down and it goes into something called a turbine assembly. Let me see if I have one here. I normally have one kind of hanging around. And a turbine assembly is what connects your block, your brush block. Let me see. Do I have a turbine assembly? I normally have one kind of hanging, waiting for me to grab it for some reason. All right, forget it. I can't find it. Don't want to show you my head all day. Because the water comes down, the moment you hit this, the water comes down and it goes into the turbine assembly area, and then the water drips out. That can be clogged, right? It has like 5 or 6 holes in it or something like that. That can be clogged, okay? The problem could be the trigger too. But so you want to feel resistance. If you feel resistance, something pushing against, you feel like it's pushing on something, then you're good. But if it's like really loose and it's not pushing against nothing, then the problem could be here. All right. It's just a series of things that you're gonna have to kind of work through. I would love to just say, oh yeah, it's quick, easy. There, press this button and it's fixed. It's just that you have to start at a point and work your way down, okay? And then you're gonna find where it stops, and then you can address that problem. So if it's not spraying, okay, trigger, reservoir, the reservoir itself could be messed up. That means when you push down on it, it's not letting the water out, okay? If you want to check if your tank is actually good, all you have to do is stick your finger up the bottom, and stick your finger up the bottom of the tank, because what that's going to do is that little star at the bottom. If the water comes out, then the tank is fine, okay? Because if you look in your reservoir, there's a little pointy thing sticking out in the middle of that circle, okay? And that's the trigger to let the water out, okay? The water sits in the reservoir waiting for your handle to push it, and then it comes down. When it comes down, it hits the turbine assembly, and it trickles out. If you see water coming down, like you take your dirty tank off, okay? Take your dirty tank off, and if you see water, let me see these new designs. I think you should still be able to see the tubing in the back. If you see water trickling down, that means everybody up top is doing their job. And the only guy that's not doing his job is the guy at the bottom. That's kind of, you're going to have to go through that kind of process, man. I wish I had one of those units in here because I could walk you through the whole thing. But I do, if go on my Hoover tips or look at Power Scrub, go to my landing page, look up Power Scrub, and you can scroll through many videos that I have on that same model. It's a slight difference, but it's the same thing. Power Scrub, Spin Scrub, and you should be able to find your solution there, man. Okay? Trust me. If you go through my Power Scrub videos, you'll find your solution there. All right? Okay? Okay, my last diagnostic check, guys, is going to be checking this nozzle. I'm going to see what it is, and I'm going to show you how to eliminate that. And that's, that's that. Okay? All right? Let me go back up here and see what we got cooking. All right? Man, I was hoping that you didn't have to do that. I was hoping that you could save the money. You didn't have to buy another one, Larry. But hey, man, I thank you for popping in, and thank you for hanging with me. Okay. But yeah, I was, that's the purpose of the channel, to try to help you not having to do that stuff. There's enough things siphoning our money off. Let's not do it so easy. There's enough stuff, taxes and all that other crap, siphoning off our money, gas prices and all that. Even though some states it's going down, in other states, sorry. All right, let me test this. Let me test the motor. All right, let's see. So I can safely eliminate this as part of the problem. And the problem is squarely in the head. See that? See how easy that was? The problem is squarely in the head. But one of the clues that let me know that this is probably not the problem, it's not that it's definitely not the problem, but probably not the problem, is that the light went on at the power button that says brush roll. I figured, all right, that should be fine, right? But so it's either a circuit board problem, a micro switch problem, or a brush motor problem. I have three things. It could possibly be that these wiring, maybe, but it's there's not much movement going on up here. I don't foresee this in this section here being an issue. There's not much movement happening here. Okay, so it could be, but unlikely. Okay, most likely the problem is either the circuit board, the micro switch that sits right here, or the brush motor that sits on this side over here. So that's where I'm going to head with this. I can't do it all right now, but I thank guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Okay, thanks for hanging out with me. Now, for the rest of you, if you came for the videos, great. If I do a clip at the end, hey man, no problem, Larry. I do a clip at the end of my video. Sometimes it's about certain commentary things, and I'll clip them and save them for a channel that I'm about to properly launch. I didn't launch it all the way. It's called Monroe Chats, and I'll do those little commentary on a separate channel. So if you want to help support that, we can start getting some subscribers now for it. That'll be great. But this one is these kind of topics are near and dear to me because honestly, the channel is about problem solving. Okay, my channel is about problem solving, and it's the methods that we use, and also being daring enough to try it, because not all the repairs we do, you're going to have an absolute solution for, but a lot of people don't even try because they're afraid. Like, absolutely not. And service people need people to bring them service to stay in business, So not everyone is going to be brave to try it or want to even test the waters and break their machine even further and feel the guilt that, oh, damn, I broke it. I knew I shouldn't have messed with it. But some of you are daring. Some of you have enough knowledge to try it, and I encourage people to try it. So I said all of that to say, my kids live in the same environment as everybody else, and they absorb the same information as everybody else. We could choose what information we absorb, but our friends bring that stuff to us. Our family members bring stuff to us, and there's something in particular that I have an issue with that happens in our society. That every time I get an opportunity to say something about it, I'm going to point it out. So this is the section of my video that I'm going to share something with you, and I'm going to point it out because it's not about being a victim. It's about solving problems. And I'm going to share a video with you that irritated me. It irritated me listening to this gentleman talk like this. Because I thought this is, okay, anyway, let me not say no more. I'm going to share the video with you because this thing is a pain in the butt. Oh, wait till you see it. Okay, let me pull this guy up. So this is no longer the vacuum repair, but we're using all of our problem solving thinking to get past stuff like this. Okay, that's what I mean, guys. Let me see if I can share my browser with you guys. Let me see if I can share my browser with you. Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna share my browser with you. I'm gonna play this guy's knucklehead take. I think he's a football dude. And what's his name? Ryan Clark. Right? Here we go.
I'm tired of being musically profiled in Ubers. It's a Sunday. Go to walk my son's dog. Get in the Uber. Just a regular, like, I think it was like pop or something was on. Man, as says hello, doesn't even ask me, he just changes the radio. First song, All Eyes on Me by Tupac. That's not even one of the songs I listen to from that album. Then he plays Many Men, right? 50 Cent. Right now, I'm starting to realize there's a theme. Then he hit me with the Stay Scheming. Bro, you gotta go pull Stay Scheming way off the pack for Ross and Drake. And I had enough when it got to Not Like Us. Like, you totally profiled me and said, this is the music this guy's like. And now I'm watching his lips as he lip sync because it's not even the edited version. And listen, bro, continuing all-time album. Why can't I listen to John Mayer? Songs About Jane. Classic. Maroon 5. Between the Pines. Sam Hunt. I know a little. Now there ain't enough smoke in my eyes to hide the kind of games you're trying to.
All right. Look. If I'm not mistaken, Uber does ask you what your preferences are before you get in there. Okay? Yeah, it's for you. It's over there. They do ask you your preference and all that stuff. But who cares? Until, if I think they ask you whether you want music or not, you can shut it off. You can just ask the guy, hey, can you do me a favor? I'm going to be on a call. Can you shut off the music? But if you want to be a victim, if you're going to go in like that attitude, you're going to find it everywhere you go. All right? Come on. Give me a favor. Let me finish it. So you're going to find it. And anyone can make you feel like a victim because that's what you're looking for. Okay? Hey, buddy. Oh, man, I'm good, man. Thanks a lot. Okay? I appreciate it.
Have a good one.
Yeah. Hey. No, not you. Yeah. Guys, I'm sorry. I can't continue. Yeah, I can't continue. All I'm saying is, cut it out. Okay? Enough of this selling victimhood stuff. If you're a warrior, who cares what the other guy is saying? You just go and you're gonna be yourself. But if you're a victim, you're gonna be a little pussy. Now he's successful, he's making money, but he's selling it to people and they're buying it. That's my issue. Okay, he wants to be a victim on his own, but he's selling victimhood, and a bunch of people are buying this idea of if oh my God, I can't believe they roasted profiled me. So what? Okay, just be a warrior, man, and get out the cab or get another one, or ask the guy to turn the music down. But you're gonna go walk and you're gonna bitch and moan and groan and oh my God, you basically profiled me. Stuff like this, man, I can't stand. Okay, anyway, we're done. I gotta log off because my mom's gonna call and she likes to do it on speaker. It's not gonna change. So I gotta sign off, guys. You guys stay positive, man. I'm gonna leave this for I'm gonna clip this for my next show, but I just can't stand this victimhood stuff, man. It's not. It has nothing to do with solving problems. It has everything to do with talking about the work of your past and wearing your little feelings on your sleeves, and everyone's gonna. You know how many times people on this show do comments and say something dumb? Are you kidding me? Do you think that person had anything to do with my success or my happiness? I'm gonna walk around waiting for someone to do something. Ooh, I think that's racist. Or those guys that dress, the transgender guys, go into a restaurant looking for someone to see if they misgendered them or something. Dude, get over it, man. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. You guys stay positive. We have a lot more things to worry about, like taxes and making money. You know what I'm saying? And that kind of stuff. I'll see you guys later. Stay positive. Bye.
Yes!
All right. Ma, your
Yes!
phone call is being recorded on my it's okay.
Yes!
We're all good. Oh, yeah, no, it's all right. I'll probably be
Yes!
recording right now.